Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first video of Wolf Ridge Woodworking. Today's video is just going to be a trailer of my channel to kind of let you know what it's about. So let's get started. So a long time ago in the 80s, the golden era of the 80s, I started watching This Old House and New Yankee Workshop, and I really loved those shows. I learned a lot from them, but it's taken me a long time to really get serious about woodworking. And, why is that? Well, the shows were great, but they always had such expensive tools, and it was a little intimidating because I felt like I could never build the things that they build because they've got such great equipment. But the one thing that I've learned over the years is that just like with photography, you can have the best camera, you can have the best lens, but if you're not being creative, if you're not taking chances and going out and doing things, then you're not going to produce the great photographs. It takes time, it takes to build up. So it got me thinking about woodworking, and I realized that you don't have to have all the expensive equipment to build projects. But what you do have to do is get started. And so that's kind of where my channel comes into play. So over the last several years, I've been getting different pieces of equipment, drill press and a saw, table saw and a lathe, and, some of the things I got used, and, there's some good options out on eBay. It's a really good resource for getting used equipment. You just got to make sure that it functions. And then some other things I bought new, and I did splurge a little bit, don't tell my wife, but I did feel like after reading some reviews of maybe some cheaper models that I felt maybe it was time to step it up and get something a little bit nicer without going crazy. And the two pieces is my lathe, it's a jet lathe, and my table saw, which is a rigid table saw, very heavy. And those are the two things that I splurged on. And the other things, I just, Home Depot, equipment and things like that. So, what is this channel going to be about? Who is the intended audience? It really is for anybody, but what I want to try to do is, because I am just getting started seriously woodworking, so far I've done a couple of bowls, I've built various little odds and ends, cabinets and shelves and things like that, but nothing to write home about. But what I want to do is I wanted to step up my game. I wanted to start building things that I could be proud of and start to hone my skill. And what I want to be able to offer the audience, that's you, is the ability to get those questions that you may have answered. Because I know that's one of the things that I struggled with in watching a lot of YouTube videos. I learned a lot from them, but I still had a lot of questions afterward. So how do I make great content and answer those questions? So the format of my show is going to be weekly. I'm going to try to put out a video each week, still deciding on which day of the week. And it's going to be a new project each week. And I'm going to try to give enough details as I progress through making the project where, it'll hopefully help out and answer some of those questions that you might be struggling with, like I did. And then the idea is that a couple of days later, what I want to do is review the comments. I know there'll be a few at the beginning, or very few at the beginning, I should say, because I need to get subscribers, and that's where you can also help me out is by subscribing to my channel and liking the videos and sharing them. But the idea is that I want to go through the comments and look at them, because I'm sure that as we progress, there's going to be comments that people say, well, you could have done it this way, or you could have done it that way. And I want to address that because I'm just getting started. I'm sure there are better ways of doing something, and so I want to learn from your comments also. But then there's also going to be people that might have questions that maybe I didn't get to during the original video. So I want to take them and address them and answer them so that you guys can learn too, so that it's, you're learning and I'm learning. And to me, I think that's the way to make great content. So that's my show. That's going to be the format. I'm going to again, try to keep them short but informative. and try to have the production value of the videos high enough that it's still enjoyable and entertaining to watch also. So that's going to be the format, and I look forward to seeing you. I hope that you have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time.